grind is out to see the song. We'll be making these tunes until the weed is gone. We sonic boom, keep the metaphor going. From the farm to the lab, but you already know it. Another season from the seed to the bong. It's a never-ending cycle, so we never stop growing. Check the style, y'all, I've never been a clone. Cali dad, I got a style on my own. I live in the forest, no shortage on trees. Got a jar in every drawer full of foliage. OG, cooling with my homies on a Saturday. Up in the studio, no matter what the forecast. Gotta let the angels out, don't listen to iconoclast. Put on the boombox, turn up the speakers blast. Flip the backyard, blunt fresh.
Denzel Ward as a potential cut candidate for the Browns. He was quoted as saying, at 29 years old, Ward may not be as elite as he once was, but is still a solid corner with years left to give. The problem is the money. I already disagree with that quote where you said Ward may not be as elite as he once was. I disagree. Denzel Ward still looked like one of the top 5 corners in the league last year to me. I watched him follow and lock down Jamar Chase and compete at a high level in that matchup. I've watched him go toe-to-toe with the best of the best week after week and lock it down. Do you remember when the Pittsburgh Steelers threw at him 3 straight times in the end zone? They stood no chance completing a pass in the end zone against Denzel Ward. When you got a supreme talent like that at a premier position in corner, boundary corner, you don't let him walk. I don't believe Denzel Ward is going anywhere. Here's what he said. He lists Ward at a $32.9 million cap hit. So a $33 million cap hit in 2026 with the $20 million savings if the Browns designate him as a post-June 1st cut. Listen, man, Denzel Ward is worth every penny of the $33 million he's due to get. Like I said, an elite player at a premier position. You don't go cheap. You pay him. He's homegrown. You keep Denzel Ward.
Now, what's up, Pride Nation? Back at you with another video. Now, I'm not going to lie about this. If the Lions were able to get their hands on cornerback Denzel Ward, who is a straight-up stud at cornerback, man, it would be crazy because we would have a dude that's able to lock somebody down. I'm telling you, man. If the Browns would release Denzel Ward, which I know they're not going to do it. You know, there's a lot of speculation about him being released for salary cap purposes, but I don't think that they're going to do it. But if they did decide to let go Denzel Ward, I'm telling you, man, the Detroit Lions defense is going to get better. Now, I know what you're saying. You're saying, hey, man, we still got Terrion Arnold and we still got to worry about Ennis Rexstraw, and we still got DJ Reed on the team. But I'm at this point, man, I'm just trying to get the team better. You gotta look at it from that standpoint. We want this Detroit defense to be revamped. Yeah, some of the guys may come back. You know what I mean? Because we don't have a whole lot of money to spend. But at the same time, if I can grab a Denzel Ward and put that dude on my roster, you think that I'm not making that move to get a lockdown corner? As of mid-2025, Pro Football Focus ranked Cleveland Browns cornerback Denzel Ward as a top 10 NFL cornerback, highlighting him as one of the league's best when he is healthy. Ward led the NFL with 17 forced incompletes in 2024 and earned a 80.4 PFF coverage grade in man and zone matchup scenarios. This dude can play man and zone. We need a corner like that in Detroit that can play man and zone. No matter where you put Denzel Ward at, he can handle his business. And that's what we need. We needed Terrion to be able to do this. And he's still growing, and he's going into his 3rd year. But that's what we want from Terrion. Showcasing elite lockdown capability. His ranking in 2025, Ward was ranked as the 10th cornerback heading into 2025 season. In 2024, despite missing time due to injury, he was highly ranked for his efficiency, leading the league in forced incompletions, posting an 80.4 coverage grade. Preseason ranking, PFF previously ranked him at 17 heading into the 2025 24 season, a spot considered too low by some due to injury history affecting his overall grade. Performance measured throughout his career when healthy, Denzel Ward has been consistently one of the top 10 in premier corners in the National Football League, frequently matching up against opposing teams' best receivers. Ward PFF grade often showcases his ability to remain on the field, but his pre-snap coverage metrics consistently place him among the best in the league. If we had a dude like Denzel Ward, instead of a guy like DJ Reed, now this is no knock, and I'm not trying to knock DJ Reed or whatever. Just imagine, guys. Imagine if this Detroit Lions team had a Denzel Ward on this coverage, in coverage. Denzel Ward with playing alongside Brian Branch and Kirby Joseph, man, we'll be locking things up in Detroit. There'd be no fly zone for real in Detroit. And truly, at the end of the day, that's what the Lions need. They need a dude that can lock down on opposite side. You know what I mean? And a guy that can do it both. That can play man and zone. Man and zone. And I know that the Detroit Lions love to play man, but they're going to have to be willing to play some zone too. I think if we had a better front four, we would be better in a man defense. If our front four was getting pressure like that all the time, then we would have that consistent pressure going in, and we would be effective with those front four. But because those guys, because we have to generate so much from other guys to be able to get sacks, that's the reason why we don't have what we should have on defense. But if they were to get if the Browns were able to release Denzel Ward, you best believe if I'm Brad Holmes, I am on the phone trying to get this dude in Detroit, because that's what Detroit needs. They need a lockdown corner. And this is no knock to Terrion, and this is no knock to DJ Reed, but the truth is the truth, man. We need somebody that's going to lock these receivers up. We need a better defense. I'm telling you right now, the Detroit Lions are not going to go anywhere until the defense is what Brad Holmes is working on. Yes, I understand that we need to get offensive linemen and things of that nature, and we need to kind of revamp the offensive line. We already got the talent when it comes to the receivers and the tight end position and the running backs. We already have those nailed down. It's about getting this defense together. If the Detroit Lions can get the defense together, I'm telling you, this team is going to be a scary football team. We already know that we got a top 5 offense, but now it's time to get this defense to be a top 10 defense. If we can get this defense to be a top 10 defense, then I'm telling you, man, this team is going to be a lot better. Defense wins championships. You have saw it in the last 2 Super Bowls with the Philadelphia Eagles and now currently with the Seattle Seahawks. The defense is the reason why the Super Bowls were won, because the defense just played lights out football, shutting down the other team. And that's what you got to do. You got to be able to shut down your opponent. So if the Cleveland Browns were to release Denzel Ward, if I'm Brad Holmes, I am on the first thing smoking, calling, trying to get him to be a Detroit Lion, because this dude would help us out so tremendously, because we need help at the cornerback position. None of our guys have locked it down really like how they should be. Terrion Arnold, he's still growing. DJ Reed, he was getting beat a lot. We need somebody that can stay with their man and lock it up. And I still believe that right now, with like 8 or 9 seasons in the league, Denzel Ward is still one of the top corners in the National Football League. So leave it in the comments section, guys. If you had an opportunity to sign Denzel Ward, would you do it? All right, guys, this is Raw Detroit. I'm signing out, and I'll be back to you soon with another video. Peace.